We've been waiting weeks, and those things are still swarming our property while you sorry excuses for defenders of the Republic sun yourself on the base.
This is a military operation, sir. This planet hasn't been cleared for civilian occupancy.
My brother didn't mean to be insulting, but for 3 centuries our family has dreamt of reclaiming our place on Taris, and now to be stopped by those things.
Taris is a dangerous place. What are you doing here?
Our ancestors escaped Taris before the bombardment. They kept everything, deeds, papers, we've even got hollow images of the estate. They always intended us to return.
We can't go chasing civilian claims, justified or not. We've barely got the men to hold the base.
The Republic validated our records, but some outlaws set up a camp there. They've got security droids all around the perimeter.
This is an argument about 300-year-old real estate.
No, this is about a Republic citizen whose home has been invaded by someone with an army of sec droids, being ignored by the soldiers who should protect him. We almost got killed entering our own property.
The Republic will respond to all such claims of hostile, non-indigenous lifeforms based on strategic value.
It is wrong to risk lives for mere property.
Jedi, I know that you are just kids when you leave to train, but isn't there anywhere that you miss? A place that you will always feel in your heart is home? Is there any way I could move you to help us?
Your claim seems just.
Great. They're all yours then. You find anything important, you can fill out a form at HQ.
All we need is to get those blasted droids cleared out and find out who's controlling them. I can handle the rest.
Hold. My people are refugees, survivors of the battle on Coruscant. Would you turn us out of yet another home?
And who might you be?
My name is Akatan, and you might call me the leader of this colony. We fled here after the war. The lower levels were in shambles. Thousands of people from thousands of species, homeless and hurt. The humans in the Galactic Senate barely slapped on a new coat of paint. We came here to start a new life.
Unfortunately, your new life landed on someone else's ancient birthright.
You must face the same human prejudice as us. I'm surprised to see you so callous. So many men are here to reclaim this planet who know nothing of its past. Ancient Taris was a blight on the Republic, the black mark on its reputation for freedom.
As far as I know, it was some outer rim nothing until the Empire blew it up.
Humans on Taris did as they do on all planets. They seized the surface, claimed Taris's wealth, and forced every other species underground. Every meter of land owned by a human was probably seized from another species, just as this was seized from my ancestors. I have their documents. So old they were kept in printed form. Read them yourself if you doubt me.
If you have legal claim, why not bring it to the Republic?
They prefer not to admit Taris's ugly history. Still, we came to start over. I had hoped the new Taris would not be so quickly tainted by the old. If you have any sympathy for our cause, perhaps there is something you can do? We are alone and at the Republic's mercy.
I'll use small words. Be gone by tomorrow. You've seen what I can do.
You have already destroyed our defenses. I will risk no lives to defy you further. Give me my papers then, so I might at least try whatever avenues the Republic opens to me.
Here they are. I wish you luck.
Thank you then, for that at least. When I saw who had come, I had hope, but you have proven yourself no better than a human.
So who are the crooks who set themselves up on our property? Did you drive them off?
They say they've got claim to the land too.
Nonsense. The Republic approved us. I'm not wasting time on some fortune hunters.
It's been 300 years. Maybe we should talk to them.
Forget it. It's ours. Ours at last.
Hey, good job. Both on the droids and getting those 2 off our necks. Brass called me when you left. Wanted to see if your work's as good as your rep.
Is there something else you want me to do?
Well, I doubt he's asking you over for a cup of mudleaf tea. Captain Childress calls, it usually means something needs fixing. If you're interested, go look him up. His office is at HQ, other side of the base. Tell him you're the one who ran off the Brat Brigade.
Hey there, Captain Childress. I want to thank you for taking the time to see me. You did nice work on that land claim mess. Like we flew this many troops to the armpit of the galaxy so some kids could play pioneer. It'll take way more than it's worth to make this planet livable. Only thing interesting about Taris is that it's the worst failure the Republic's ever had.
The destruction of Taris was a terrible loss.
And we almost let it happen again on Coruscant. 300 years after Taris, we still don't know squat about how to defend against a bombardment once ships are in low orbit.
I could take a battle cruiser or two, but I don't know if I could stop a whole bombardment.
We're not there yet. Right now, we're just trying to learn what we did wrong. I sent commandos to defend a research team at the crash site of the Endar Spire, the last Republic warship shot down over this planet. If we're lucky, that ship recorded the whole bombardment. But my teams lost contact, which means there are desk jockeys in the wild with the most valuable data on Taris.
What's this ship? Why is it so valuable?
There were Jedi aboard back in the day. Now, we hope it's got data on the attackers. The crash site's a ways out, fast as you can make it. I don't know if we've got survivors. Research team's your number 2 priority. Data's the most important thing. Take anything the Endar Spire recorded to Commander Viki at the outpost.
Lieutenant Carlslew, I'm all that's left of Commander Childress's 5th detail. Please, tell me you're our reinforcement.
I'm here to rescue you.
Give me a moment. All's clear, guys, and we've got some muscle from back on base. This is what's left of our research team. The others got ambushed while working. Scavengers must have guessed we were after something good. We need to hold them off long enough for the research team to recover and download that data.
This will prove no challenge for a Jedi.
Okay, data's priority 1. Everybody into the ship, go! If you hadn't come when you did, those would be our smoking corpses there, no question. Unfortunately, we're not done. Not until this wreck's data is in the hands of Commander Viki.
Give me what you have. I'll get it to the commander.
We've recovered all the high-priority info. If you run that to the outpost, I'll hold off what's left of the scavengers until our reinforcements arrive.
If
If you have any questions about military operations on... My pardon, Jedi. I'm actually expecting one of your order. Are you the one who saved my team at the Endar Spire?
Everything from the primary computer is on here.
The data from the Endar Spire will be invaluable to the Republic's war efforts. Lieutenant Carlslew tells me there's close surveillance footage of the Imperial warships.
The Force reaches out to correct its own imbalance.
Well, whether it does or not, I'm going to keep helping it along. Thank you for your service. Republic intelligence has been waiting for this data since the bombardment fell.
As you can see by the data, there is no disease in known space that propagates as quickly as the Tarisian Rakul plague. Even one individual Rakul can start a pandemic, as we have observed in 81 colonies to date. Until a vaccine can be widely distributed, it is highly doubtful that any civilian colonization effort will yield lasting results. Thank you.
I didn't know Rakuls had gotten so many colonies.
Rakuls have been the story on Taris for 3 centuries. HoloNet archives say a Dr. Thorne developed a Rakul serum vaccine just hours before the bombardment. I've been trying to acquire the serum, but short of putting a blaster to someone's head, that's not going to happen.
You're doing important work. Progress will come.
As it stands, space pirates have made more progress than I have. They went after the ruins of Sepanik Memorial Hospital. Sepanik was well preserved. If there's Rakul serum to be found, it'd be there. I asked Commander Viki to step in, but since it wasn't a Republic hospital, the pirates have legal salvage rights.
Is there a point to all of this?
Wait. If I go see the pirates, they're gonna see scared human girl with money. You, on the other hand, what would you think about getting some samples out of them?
For a Taris without plague, I'd face much worse.
When you put it that way, it almost sounds glamorous. But please, be careful. This plague has made enough martyrs.
You picked the wrong medbay to rob, Vat Brain. There's gonna be 200 Death's Claw pirates coming through that door.
I was hoping this wouldn't come to violence.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you see these guys lying here? They've got the Rakghoul plague. You touch me, and they'll be on you like hots on a buffet. Except, you know, faster. And don't think they're incapacitated. Oh no, they just look that way. I've got a serum you wouldn't believe.
That serum's worth more to me than credits.
Wait. We don't have all that much. If you cut off my supply, these guys are gonna turn. You know what that means? I'm gonna have to shoot them all in the head before they try to eat my liver.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Wait. I remember one other place you could find it. The ruins of Dynamite General. We couldn't get in there. The moment we got near, the rat ghouls went berserk. It's one of their breeding grounds or something. You want serum? You get it there, and leave us alone.
You've delayed long enough.
Fine, take it. But these people will die cursing you.
Welcome back. Let's get those serum samples analyzed and see what we've got. Well, thank the Force for good Taresian storage technology. I wasn't sure anything would still be viable after 3 centuries. While we wait, is there a cost to these samples I should be aware of? A deal with a pirate crew, perhaps?
Trust me. You don't want to know.
I see. Then if it didn't happen in a plastic beaker, don't tell me about it. Here we are. Fortunately, the plague is so virulent it cultures very rapidly. Bad news. The serum you recovered looks like it was effective 300 years ago. But the Rakul plague has mutated since then. This serum will only provide effective immunity for extraordinarily healthy individuals.
No one's going to take an unreliable vaccine.
Yes, but it gives us options. Right now, I need what we call a lucky survivor, whose system has antibodies to the modern plague. We haven't had a survivor yet, for obvious reasons, but this serum might provide the link we need. If I infected an extraordinary individual protected by the serum, I could collect the antibodies and make an effective vaccine.
If it means we can someday wipe those things from the planet, sign me up.
Well, and I had this whole speech ready. All right, we have a medical droid, CB-084, set up to observe rat ghouls in the field. He'll be able to collect the antibodies and slow any potential complications. After I give you the serum, go out there and test it. Let the rat ghouls attack you and see what happens.
Inject me, and let's get going.
Here you go. I hope the Force is with you, because the science is stretched to the limit.
I see your infection is progressing. Hold still while I take samples for analysis. While I transmit the data to Dr. Cell, there are some questions I should ask. Do you have any of the following symptoms? Dizziness, fever, shortness of breath, and inexhaustible hunger for sentient flesh?
I could go for a Nerf burger. That doesn't count, right?
I will note it on your chart. Here's Dr. Cell.
Good news. Your antibody count is off the charts. I'll start work on a vaccine immediately. You are remarkably brave. Our progress has just jumped forward by years. While you recuperate, I'm going to transmit the usual secrecy agreements. Just use your thumbprint to sign on the sensor.
What do you mean, usual secrecy agreements?
This is standard procedure when the Republic develops biotech with significant earnings potential. We develop the vaccine for Republic soldiers first, and when it's proven, sell it to colonists. Until then, it's under wraps. We don't want the Exchange or the Sith funding some horrible operation with an underground version.
I guess that makes sense.
Thanks for soldiering up. I'll see you get a donor fee, but I can't promise a cut of the profits. The amount of money we're talking about is staggering. I could make a career out of a vaccine like this. And you put yourself on the line to make it happen. I won't forget.
Master Jedi, what brings you to our small corner of Republic space? This is such a great honor.
Even a forgotten planet can harbor dark secrets.
Well, whatever brings you here, I suggest you don't stay long. We barely got stores enough for our station soldiers, much less visitors. At this rate, I've got men scalping ration cubes for a half-week's salary.
I can't believe the Republic sent you out here without sufficient supplies.
Oh, we get supplies. Every month. Shipped in from Ord Mantell. Problem is, this month's ship went nose down in some of the worst territory on Taris. It'll take another month before the next one arrives. And in the meantime, my men are stewing their gloves.
Where's the ship? I don't care if it's at the bottom of a swamp.
The Republic thanks you for your service. Our men tried to reach the ship once, but they turned back after taking serious casualties. They said it's more than just rat ghouls, but couldn't make an ID. If you still want to go, you'll need to talk to our quartermaster at the supply shed across the base. She's got the exact coordinates of the crash.
And you're just going to make this all better, huh?
Want to calm down and point me to where your supply ship crashed?
Of course. You think I want to see everyone here starve? But I don't want Commander Fatpants to think it means he gets away with this. Steal from your troops, waste Republic money bringing in silks and wine from Alderaan, and it's fine, because some wandering Jedi will happen in to save you.
Perhaps it would be best if you start from the beginning.
The ship didn't have to crash. I said over and over that the ship needed repairs. The left stasis generator was loose, and the hyperdrive motivator was seeping fluid. But Gardet had already spent our allotted maintenance budget on himself.
You best be certain about this.
I'm telling the truth. Somehow he's juggling the numbers he sends to HQ. No commander needs a personal vehicle in an outpost this size. If you can take this holo camera out to the crash site, you could get the evidence I need to get him court-martialed.
What kind of evidence do you think I'll find?
Here, take the camera. If you take holopics of the engine, I can show that the documented lack of repairs is what caused the crash. The most important thing is the supplies, though. The crash site isn't far. When you get everything, bring it back here so I can distribute it. We don't have antibiotics. They come on the same ship as everything else.
You're supposed to keep better tabs on that sort of thing. These men have the Cillian flu. They could die if... Master Jedi, dare I hope you've made it to our ship?
I have what you asked for.
Just in the nick of time, too. The men came close to mutiny when I cut rations again. They knew this wasn't going to be a luxury cruise.
What do you expect? You ask your men to starve while you eat bantha steaks from off-world.
Don't talk that way to your commander, Quartermaster.
Excuse me, sir. What I meant to say, sir, is that maybe fixing the ship before it crashed would have cost us fewer lives. Respectfully.
Just distribute the food, Private. We'll talk later. And you, the men of this outpost owe you a debt of gratitude. We all do.
You're most welcome.
It was a pleasure to work with you.
Actually, if you're still interested in serving our soldiers, there may be something else. Normally, our 4th outpost comes here to pick up its supplies, but their convoy never arrived this month. I'm afraid something happened. They need to be found.
Just tell me where to look.
Thanks. I guess you do care, even if you didn't want to risk the dust-up over turning Gardet in. The route between the outposts runs along Lake Brel. Not the best planning. There's rat ghouls there, and a Nexus spawning ground and worse. Usually the convoy's managed by only traveling when the sun is highest, plus lots and lots of firepower. But if they're out there too long, well, you need to find them.
Every moment we delay risks their lives. I'll leave right now.
Whatever happened to the convoy, we need to make sure Morn Outpost gets their supplies. Sonic emitters along the route usually keep off the worst of the critters. But if they're on the fritz, that convoy would have walked into a feeding frenzy. Fix the emitters and see what you can find about the convoy. When you're done, report to Commander Yajek at Morn Outpost. And thank you.
We just stopped to rest. Geozel found a scratch, and we don't know if it's the rat ghoul infection, so we're waiting. And Ferdoan might be coming down with the Geonosian swamp flu, but we're on our way, I swear, and you're looking at me very strangely.
Perhaps it would be best if you start from the beginning.
Nothing. There's nothing to tell. I mean, I'm Private Gilrow, Taris Outpost 4. Kind of assumed you were looking for our convoy. We just stopped to rest. Sorry to trouble everyone.
Your attempts at deception have failed.
I'm a terrible liar. I hate lying. All I ever wanted to do was serve the Republic. Fight some Imperials, see new parts of the galaxy. I never asked to be sentenced to this forsaken hole. So fine, we deserted, all right? We're never going back there. I'd rather die.
We cannot afford to let emotion cloud judgment.
You think I should calm down? Maybe I should tell you what it's like here. 5 years we've been out here. No break. Most of our friends have died. We're wounded, tired, broken. Fighting something that can't think, can't be frightened. And if you get the slightest scratch, you become the enemy and your own squad puts you down like a dog.
You must return to your post. You knew the risks when you signed up.
I can't. I'd rather kill myself, I really would.
You cannot win this.
All right. All right. I'd rather die than go back. But I won't make that choice for the rest of these guys. Just give us time to get our things together. We'll be back on base tonight, I promise.
State your business. This is a Republic military outpost, sovereign territory of the Galactic Republic. We will defend ourselves with deadly force if necessary.
Tell me you're kidding.
Well, that's hardly the tone I'd expect from an Imperial spy. So I'll assume you're Republic. There's no unauthorized travel this far into the wilds. Best policies usually blast first, chat later. Don't suppose you were sent by Commander Guarded with news about our supplies.
I found your convoy on my way here.
Did the Nexu get them? Wouldn't be the first time. They're alive, though? They better have a good excuse if they don't expect to get the lockup.
They were on their way off-world. You need to punish them.
Thank you, Master Jedi. I see that your order understands the need for discipline. To defeat the Sith, we must maintain constant vigilance.